Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another morning of My Life Has Destiny podcast. I am your host, one of them, Quint Jones, and my sister is on her way up here. We decided to do an impromptu podcast on this morning, and y'all excuse me because my throat is hurting and my head is hurting. So my sinuses are kind of acting up this morning. I don't know why, but they decided to present themselves on this morning. And, it's funny because they deliberately presented themselves. And that poses my question. Will you deliberately touch Jesus? Will you go after him? Will you seek after him? Or will you reject him? Listen, like the woman with the issue of blood, she deliberately sought after him because she tried everything else. And this was her last chance. But her blood had purpose. Her affliction had purpose. Her illness had purpose. We all have a purpose. So, do you understand what your purpose is? Will you seek after him? Will you continue to do things your way? Will you try the spirit by the spirit? Or will you continuously reject him? Look, when Jesus healed the men with the demons, with the legions, the people rejected Jesus. They was like, why are you bothering us? Can you just go back where you came from? So Jesus left and he went to the other side and he was welcome. When he went to the other side, the people was waiting on him. Are you one of those where it's like, look, Jesus, you are the visitor that don't never have to go? You don't ever have to leave. I want you right here with me. You said you'll never leave me nor forsake me. Hey, Michelle, thanks
Morning,
for joining
Michelle.
us again. You said you'll always be with me. You said no weapon that's formed against me shall prosper. You said, beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as our soul prosper. You said you can do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ask or even think. Listen, when you seeking after him, you give him back his word. You give him back his word and you allow him to work his word. You don't have to do it because he told you the battle don't belong to you, but it belongs to him. We asked the question yesterday. Will you lay down your life for a friend? Will you love on your enemies? Good question, huh? Good question. Just think about it. Think about who's in your corner. Thanks, Michelle. Think about who's surrounding you. And a lot of times, the people that we call friends are truly enemies. Do you understand who's in your corner? I don't know why I keep going here. This has been going for the past few shows, and this was not my topic. I want you to deliberately seek after Him, deliberately get a relationship with Him because He sticks closer than a friend. Listen, Coco is my sister. I love her dearly, but Jesus is my all in all. He's my everything. When I can't reach my sister, I could call on him anytime of the day or night. You know how we get to the point where we're like, oh, I was going to call you, but I didn't want to disturb you. Yeah, I may have needed that, but I didn't want to be a burden. Listen, with Jesus, you never feel like you're being a burden. You never feel like you cannot call on him. You never feel like you're you're gonna bother him because he sits high and he looks low. And he knows what you do before you even ask. He knows what you need. And he said, you're not going to go lacking for any good thing. He said, you are the head and not the tail. You are his masterpiece. You are his child. He also said, you have not because you ask not. So as long as you're not talking to him and you're not letting him know what you need, yes, he knows, but he wants to hear from you. He wants you to build that relationship with him. He wants you to get to the point where I try everything else. And now I gotta seek after him. I gotta deliberately touch the hem of his garment. I'm seeking your face and not your hand because I let go of your hand. But if I'm in your face, if I'm crying out to you, if you're counting the very number of the hairs on my head, if you formed me even before I was in my mother's womb, you knew me. Listen, then he already loved me before I was even thought about. So seek after him. I'm gonna let my sister have some words, y'all. Cause listen, I say it over and over and over again. In the blink of an eye, you can lose your loved one. In a blink of an eye, you can be out of here. In a blink of an eye, your life could change, and you never know what's gonna take place. So make sure you have that sure foundation and that sure relationship with him. Make sure you know where you're going in this season. I was looking at some posts and some people were saying they scared of dying. Why? I don't want to go out of here right now because I still have a work to do. But scared? No, because I know where I'm going. So, like I said, I'm gonna let my sister have some words because she up here, Coco.
Good morning, everybody. For those of y'all that follow me, if y'all notice, I just made a post right before I came up here, and on my post I said, "The seeds that you sow will reap a harvest." So you have to ask you have to ask yourself, what have you sown?
Mm,
Um, I don't, I don't think that a lot of people realize what that sowing ain't just what's coming out of your pocket. It's the stuff you say out in front of your face.
that's right.
So what have you sown? Because the things that you have sown in the dark are coming to the light.
Yes, they are.
What have you sown? What is it that you have done? Um, I don't know. God been dealing with me about a lot of stuff, a lot of different things, and I'm grateful for the dealing, um, because it lets me know that I am where I need to be. Right. Um, he's been dealing with me a lot concerning my personal self, and Quint has brought this up for the last few days, and he been dealing with me about folks I have around me. Um, you know, uh, people that think they in my circle, but they ain't in my circle because I don't say that they in my circle, but they tell other people that they are. So we talked about that last night. Your status with other people. Sometimes you think that you may be somewhere else with other people or have a certain type of status with other people, and you don't. Um, it's one of those situations where I don't do clicks. I ain't never been a clicky person. That ain't never been my thing. Cause honey, all of y'all could go running straight for a wall, and I ain't going with
Mm,
you. I ain't never been that. You know what I mean? Like for real, for real. I've never been a clicky type person. So it's just that um I don't know how to say it without it seeming real harsh.
You
right?
been being blunt. Go on.
I just don't. Most of the time, everybody that they say birds of a feather flock together,
That's
right? And that's what they say. Birds of a feather flock together. If you wonder why nobody in your clique is going for it, because all of y'all got the same mindset. You all think about the same thing. Ain't nobody higher than the other. You know what I mean? And I ain't talking about in the spirit realm, but we talking about natural right now. We don't even want to go there in the spirit realm. But I'm just talking about the natural man. If everybody in your circle broke, ain't nobody trying to fix it. Ain't nobody trying to get no better. Ain't nobody trying to find either a better paying job or start their own business to have multiple streams of income or something. Ain't nobody trying to do nothing better than what they at. You in the wrong circle, baby. Period. They supposed to be somebody that's already where you trying to go in your circle,
Mm-hmm.
right? If everybody on the same level, ain't nobody thinking about reaching a higher height and a deeper debt and nothing. I don't understand. I can't function that way. Um, right here lately, I've been good with being home, not going anywhere unless I'm traveling to go. Um, but I've been real good with just being home. There are reasons behind that. Why? One, it keep me out of stuff. That's the main reason. Two, it's just certain things I just can't do, and I can't deal with right now, especially where I am in this part of my life. So, and where I'm trying to go ain't got nothing to do with me hitting the street. It got everything to do with me helping folks get where they need to go. So while I am expanding my mindset and expanding myself, I'm doing that in the effort to help everybody else get where they try to go. The thing of it is I noticed that the Saints, and I'm gonna call them the Saints because I don't want to call you something else, so I'm gonna call you the Saints. I noticed that the Saints, even after you give them information that can help them catapult themselves into a different realm of things or another area of things, they procrastinate and don't use what you give. But then they'll take the same thing that you gave, go pay for it, and then say they want to use it. So I'm saying this, your mindset is screwed up, and I need y'all to fix your mindset.
What?
Because um we talk a lot about people giving us out information, wanting to have the knowledge. Oh, if somebody gave me the knowledge to do this, somebody gave me the knowledge to do that, I'll be able to do this. Well, somebody give you the knowledge, but because you don't want to accept the knowledge from who is coming from, you choose not to work with the knowledge. But you entail spend money that you don't have to say that you're getting the knowledge from somebody else that is a expert. It's just like in ministry. In ministry, you got prophets. I mean, wonderful prophets, prophets that know the Lord can reach heaven.
You
You got
cough.
apostles, all of that know the Lord can reach heaven in your home church. But instead of dealing that in with that in your home church, you'll go run out of state to a ministry, pay hundreds of dollars that you ain't got to hear somebody give you a watered down word instead of you getting the true word from the people that you left back at home. So I'm saying it to say this. I need you to fix your mindset because your mindset is screwed up. Your priorities is screwed up. Why do you feel like the people you pay can reach heaven, but the people that don't charge you a dime and just want to see your soul get right can't reach them for you? I don't understand.
Can I answer that?
Sure.
A lot of times the people walk in a spirit of offense. So, or their mindset is, well, she know me, so she already know what I'm going through. And they act like that person is not actually hearing from God. So when another person come along and tell them what you just told them, now they receive it better because it's a stranger or they paid for it. And
Yeah.
it makes no sense because you got the assured profit that you know that you see every week sitting in your corner. But in reality, if you read your Bible, you'll get your word that you need for yourself. But that's a whole nother topic. Go
I
ahead.
mean, it's just the fact of, you know, I say that because I gotta apologize to my apostle tomorrow, but I'm gonna do that face to face. I gotta apologize to her, but and I'm gonna say why I got to apologize to her, because a lot of who I am I have not let out. Why? Because I know it was not and has not been accepted, but it wasn't her that did not do the accepting. Okay, so let me make that clear. Um, so I have to apologize because I could have been more of who I am in places where I know, that I can be who I am in God and just flourish and do what I do, and just seemingly not care about whatever comes behind it, right? At the end of the day. And I'm like that most of the time. But I just don't. My thing right here lately is I have been walking in so much grace that is beyond me, which is not my norm. For people that know me, I have just been walking in so much peace and humility about things that I've just been like, you know, a simple mm-hmm, or no, or yes, a one word answer is what you're gonna get. And that's what I've been giving to the saints. Why? Because I'm in a place in my life where I don't understand everything that God is doing right now. But I know He's doing and He's finishing a great work. So I have to allow God to be God. And in that, I have to move the way He tells me to move. And a lot of times when God tell you to go do something and other people find it strange, and but the Bible tell you that you won't be accepted in your where you from.
That's
It
right.
tell you that. It tell you that you won't be accepted where you from.
Hmm.
And so you have to learn how to take that and roll with it. Right? You really have to learn how to take it and roll with it. Because people gonna be people. You can't change them. You can't change how they feel. You can't change what they think. But in order to do certain things, especially when it comes down to just ministry and the kingdom of God, you have to be able to do what He has called you to do and do it with no filter, not worrying about how it end up. Because if He paved the way, He gonna make sure that everything good.
Hmm.
It's a difference when you send yourself and then you've been sent, right? And so I need everybody to understand that. I have I've walked in ministry, I don't know how many years now. 11, 12. Wow. It sounds weird saying it because I ain't never really looked back and actually counted the years until now. I've been walking in ministry for about 12, 13 years, y'all. In my 12, 13 years, I can honestly say I have not always walked in ministry right, because everybody got to grow into who they are, right? Um, and my thing, my way of being transparent is to tell you that as a person that walks in ministry, you're not gonna always do everything right, but your goal is to aim to do it right, right? Um, I had I didn't always have the best teachers when ministry started out, and you know Again, everybody has to grow. Back then, when ministry started out, I can honestly say I didn't allow the people that I was under at that time to grow. Why? Because I was growing myself. So I felt like you put me in a place of confusion, and I didn't like the confusion. You wasn't trying to grow at the moment, but I was striving to grow, striving to be somewhere different. And that entail created a spirit of offense. Didn't realize that I walked in the spirit of offense for a few years, right? And then when the Lord dealt with me about that thing, I had to quickly end that spirit of offense. Now I sit back and I say, okay, again, this is the reason why I tell y'all to take the word for what it is. When you read it and you digest it, take it for what it is. The Bible tells us to try the spirit by the spirit. My issue was when I was coming up in the way, I didn't try the spirit, the devil I was dealing with. When I tried it, I slayed it, but I didn't slay the spirit, y'all. So I need y'all to work with me here. When I tried it, I killed it, but I didn't kill the spirit. You have to be careful because you can kill the individual, right? And so you have to learn how to deal with spiritual matters in a spiritual way, natural matters in a natural way. But
Mhm.
everything you do, you should always be walking in the spirit. And so as I've grown, and I thank God for growth, um, I just need y'all to be careful how you handle people. I know what it was like. And so that's the reason why now I'm very careful how I deal with people. I sit back though and I watch and I don't say nothing. And I just watch until it gets to a point of where it bothers me and then I have to say something. Because some of us as leaders, we know better, but we choose not to correct what we know better to do. And God will hold you accountable. The
Mhm.
Bible also says, woe unto them that scatter the flock. So you have to be careful how you treating people. You gotta be careful as to what you do and how you do it. You gotta be careful as to how you handle God's people. But you really gotta be careful with how you handle God. We talking about handling God's people, but how are you handling God? I'm not gonna prostitute him. That's a dangerous area.
Very.
One. Two, I'm not gonna play with the man. That's a second dangerous area.
Mhm.
And three, I ain't got that type of time.
That part.
I really don't, and definitely don't have the energy. I'm either gonna do what he said, or I'm gonna sit back and I'm just gonna chill out. Why? Because running and walking another way ain't something I could do. I'm not gonna revert backwards.
That
I
part.
done been through way too much to go backwards. My future is bright if I allow it to be. Catch what I said. If I allow it to be. There are things that God has ordained for each and every one of us. They will never come to manifestation if your mind don't line up with what he has already spoken. And so a lot of us are wondering why we still stuck, why we have not overcame certain things, why we have not moved forward in certain things. You might want to check yourself because it ain't God.
And look, a double minded man is unstable in all his ways. You cannot claim you walking by faith, but you focused on your situation and your circumstance. The word says faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. The things that are seen are temporal, but the things that are not seen are eternal. So it's up to you for you to ask God to activate your faith. If you have the faith a grain of a mustard seed, you can move some mountains. Listen, the faith that I have in this season, the authority that I know that God has given me, the power that I possess because of Him, and even in my weakness, He's made strong.
Right.
So, why would I walk in fear and doubt instead of walking by faith when I know what He's capable of? He can do the impossible. There is nothing impossible for Him. Miracles still exist.
Sure do.
And when man says no, God opens the door. But you have to believe it and you have to get in a posture to receive it. But
Right.
what is it? Because He will give you the desires of your heart, but are you truly ready for it? Are you even, do you recognize that He's giving you what you need now? Or you still focus on your wants and you don't see that He's moving on your behalf? And then my question is, are you really serving Him? So who's blessing you?
Right.
Because if you ain't going through nothing and you prospering, baby, you might want to check who you being blessed by. Because when it comes to the saints, if God is blessing you, baby, you going through something. But if you on the other team, He don't got a reason to mess with you. I just want you to think about that.
Right. And so, like
And
I said, I mean, my thing, y'all, is just like Quit was saying when I was coming on. She loved me, I love her, but I would never compromise who I am to agree with her in her wrongdoing.
exactly.
Never. Okay. Quint will tell y'all, and she has told y'all before. I am that one friend that will check you. Like, excuse me, you know you're wrong, right? Now go fix it. And period. Like, if you get mad at me, I did what you being mad at me. Okay. But at least know I'm that one. Mm-mm. I
And
take
it goes both ways.
Yeah, I take you being angry. That I
Right.
do that. Like I'd rather you be angry with me because I was right with you than for you to be angry with me over some foolishness
Hmm.
that didn't have to be.
But if you know you wrong, because the person don't have to tell you you wrong, you know
Right.
when you wrong. And Coco has walked in my room and said, "You did not just say that out your mouth." And I'd be like, "Yes, I did." And I start just what I'm doing now. I start cracking up. It's no need to get offended. I know what I did. Y'all know I'm very transparent. I know who I am. I know when you push me, you gonna get some energy that you probably don't want. And that's me having to work in that area of my life. And I'm learning. And I've been passing the test because I promise you, it's been some stuff coming up. And Coco has been on the phone for some of it, but I have passed. I did not say anything that I should not say. I turned it over and I walked away and I left it at that because my peace in this season and who I am and knowing that I have a lot to lose is not worth it. So I let God handle my battles now. Took a long time. And I ain't saying I'm perfect. I'm far from it. But God is my everything. And when I chose obedience and when I chose my yes, I meant that thing. And then now that I see exactly what He's doing and I know I'm being tested, I'm not willing to fail. and I'm not willing to lose.
Right.
God does not know defeat. So why? And am I going to be defeated
Now
by
listen,
a test?
and like she just said, when it come down to certain stuff, listen. If I was y'all, and you can agree to not agree, however you want to put it, but if I were you, I'd be sick of being tested in the same area.
That part.
I'd be sick of failing it.
That part.
We told y'all before, and we said it before. What is your response?
That part.
You don't have to respond to everybody. I
Everybody
don't
don't
have to
deserve your
respond to
energy.
everything. But I will say this, and I'm mad at myself because there were times that I should have responded and I chose not to. Why? Because I didn't want to deal. Because I knew what I was getting ready to deal with. So I just chose not to. But again, it goes back to there are times where responses are needed and there are times when responses are needed. Most of the time when you get ready to respond and you feel that urge to respond, that's your flesh and this foolishness that you about to respond to.
Hmm.
But then when you really need to respond and you choose not to, it's that it's not that you necessarily calm about it, but you know that when you open your mouth, how this situation about to go down, depending on who you about to deal with and what you about to deal with.
And don't get me wrong, there are times where you can hold your response or you can respond in a way and then confront the situation later. Because, and that is two different things. You don't have to respond in a negative manner. And I have done that recently. I had to respond to get the situation under control, and then I confronted the situation afterwards. It is what it is, because everything don't deserve my energy, and it takes more out of me to respond in a negative manner and brings about more stress, and then I gotta repent and be on the altar because I responded negatively and set myself back. No, why? For what? I'm not doing that. Not in this season. When I say my growth through is real, it is so real. And y'all know I say this mouth don't always have a filter, but I'm learning. And this filter has been, listen, the mechanic came in and he has fixed this filter. So what I choose to respond to is what I respond to now. So be careful when it comes to your response. Be careful when it comes to your circle. Be careful when it comes to how you deal with God. Don't mishandle him. Don't use him at your convenience. As Coco say, don't pimp him out. Deliberately seek after him. Deliberately build a relationship. Be intentional with your relationship with him. Listen, just like you have or may not have a relationship with your parents, build that relationship with God. My father, my natural father, was not there, but my spiritual father, I can always count on. And I promise you, when I say he can do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ask or think, he shows up. Not when you want him, but he shows up on time. And I promise you, even this week, I was driving yesterday. I said, let me check my P.O. box because I've been praying about some unexpected checks in the mail. Listen, I kid you not. One showed up yesterday.
Go
This
ahead.
was the second one this week. I said, Lord, I thank you. And they not always big amounts. But when you pray, God answers if you have that relationship. And the person I was with just starts smiling. I say, I've been praying for unexpected checks. And look, open that. And I thank God because He can do. And it's not the first time He showed up for me like that, but He shows up in my time of need. He shows up and He does. And I speak those things that be not as though they are. Because what it looked like is not what it is. And I promise you, God will work on your behalf. But you cannot be double minded. But Lord, what if this? And what if no? No, but no. Anything beyond that, but 9 times out of 10 is BS. So listen, come to Him correct. Come to Him in obedience. Come to Him doing what you said so He can work on your behalf. Don't be that liar to God because He know when you lying. Be careful. Be careful in this season. Take heed to the word. With that being said, we're gonna go in Coco inbox, and then I'm gonna show y'all a few products because for Mother's Day is coming up, and I'm gonna work on some baskets, but I'm gonna show y'all a few products that I have.
But we ain't going in no inbox today.
We ain't going in no inbox.
No,
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 no, no.
nope. Go ahead and show your product. Go ahead. Now we welcome you to this segment of Eden's Pleasure. I hope that you please for every product that you see. Please make sure you got your purses and wallets ready. Thank you so much. She's about to show you the product. She's going to direct you to her website. So we bless her. Thank you.
Wait. Okay, y'all. My sister crazy,
Mm-mm.
y'all. Okay, listen, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all. My sister crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna show y'all a few products, and I'll probably be coming out with a few more soon. But let's just talk about a few. All of my products are natural. Okay, I do my research. I come out with natural products that don't contain alcohol. They don't contain sulfur. This is my hair product. This is called ginger mint hair oil. Okay. When I tell you, this product really works. It works for problem areas in your hair. If you need your hair to be thickened, if you are looking for length, it's going to help with the growth. Um, it's really light on your hair. It helps with frizz, and it's all natural. Once again, no alcohol, no sulfur. I love this product. I use it weekly. I was using it daily and my hair was growing too quick, so I stopped. So now I use it weekly. Some of my customers, they use it as a hair oil. I mean, a hot oil treatment. Some of them use it twice a day, depending on what problems you are dealing with. I have customers that have thyroid issues. And when you have thyroid issues, it thins your hair out. It has thickened their hair so much. They are a continued customer. This was my first customer that has ever tried my product, and she remains to be a customer. This product is in T's Hair Salon in Dinwiddie. If you are in the Dinwiddie area and you want to get it out of her store, you can go into the hair salon and get it there. It's on Boykin Plank Road. Um, so you can get it there, or you can go to the website, which is quintjones.com. So that is this product. Okay. Um, what else do I have here? I have my No More Pain massage oil. Listen, every oil in this bottle, and this is a 2 ounce. I in the hair oil I have 4 ounce and 2 ounce. This is a 2 ounce. Every oil in this bottle is geared to help with pain. Any type of pain in your body. Y'all just seen me rubbing my forehead because I told y'all when I first started I have a headache. So I rub my forehead and it did help. It helped a lot. Um, there is all natural products in this bottle. I have vets that use this because they've been through some stuff while they were in the military. They love it. They say it really, really helps. And I'm just being honest with y'all. Those of you that may have, I don't want to say, you can't really straighten your hands. You may have had surgery. Um, you may have had bone on bone. Um, this really works. It's external. You do not drink it. You rub it on your body. It really works. It does help with swelling and stuff also. Um, this is my calming massage oil. So for those of you that just need to relax at night, you rub it on this lilac. Hey Troy, it has a lilac scent to it. Um, you rub it on you, it works very well. It just relaxes you. It has CBD in it also. It just relaxes you. Don't ingest it. It's external. Okay. Um, and then I have my body butters. This one is called Sexual Healing. It's a new scent. Y'all can see it's a whipped body butter. It's very creamy. It's all of my body butters are geared towards dry skin. I got into this because my grandson has eczema. So I
You will
started
look like a greased chicken. Let me tell you that. You won't be dry. There will be no dryness anywhere. Let me make sure you know. Okay. All right.
You don't need a lot. This is an 8 ounce jar. Um, my grandson has eczema. So this is why I got into it because I got tired of, buying stuff. So I started researching different stuff to help with really dry skin. And it really, really works. So it's up to you. This does contain shea butter. So if you're allergic, when you go to my website, you can let me know that you're allergic to shea butter and I will use cocoa butter. Um, if you're not allergic to that, or if you have a different type of butter that you would like for me to use, then let me know. And I will do that because I can customize it. It will be a little more, but I can customize the product. So this one is called Sexual Healing. I have different scents. I do have scents for men. Um, my Lover Boy, listen, my Lover Boy is awesome. Women love this. One of my customers, she's married. She will not allow her husband to go out without her when he wears it. Listen, is I would say it's a unisex because I do have some women that purchase it for themselves because they just like the men scent. But I love this on the men. Oh my god, it's awesome. Um, I also have Egyptian musk for those of you that love that. I have pink sugar. Y'all can go to my website. I have one that's called Cocoa Passion. Um, really, it smells really good. It's like a coconut and I want to say baby powder. I have Cocoa Mango, very popular scent. I have, and if you want a different scent, I'm coming out with another scent. It will be out this week. I'm waiting on my labeler to come in. I have Amber White. And if you want another scent or you want me to try a scent because you just like that, Can I add sugar and put it oatmeal? I
In
do have.
in
And
what a body butter?
now, don't get me wrong. I make scrubs, and I do
I
have an
hope you found some socks. You better cover up them feet.
go.
But are you talking about adding sugar and oatmeal to a body butter, or are you talking about to a scrub?
It would be a scrub, and I do have an oatmeal scrub on my
Yes.
website.
Yeah, I was about to say she got a scrub like that already.
Yes, I do have an oatmeal scrub. I do make scrubs, but I make those to order. Some of my body butters, I pre-make those, but my scrubs are made to order. No,
But if
not to a
no, he
butter,
said
but
to
I
a
can do
butter.
it
That's
to a
what I was
scrub.
saying. No, the sugar, I wouldn't recommend her putting it in a body butter. Now, oatmeal, she can put oatmeal powder in a
I can
body
put
butter.
oatmeal powder, or I can put oat milk, because
Yeah.
I
Um,
actually do oat milk in some of my body butters. It just depends
yeah, she can
on
do
who
the,
I'm
the
doing it
powder
for.
form of the oatmeal or the oat milk, but not the oatmeal flake like the you know what
Right.
I mean. But yeah, that can be added to a body butter. Yeah,
Yeah.
but not the
I
sugar part. Not the sugar part.
right. I do the oat milk in some of the butters. It just depends on who I'm doing it for. I do have customers that request the butter without the fragrance. I do that also. And they will not use anything else but this but this butter. So when they're running out, they gonna get 2 and 3 more, because it's just their go-to now. So every one of my customers that has used it, they do love the product. Um and they are continued customers. So those of you that may want it, you can go to my website. Once again, it's quintjones.com, or you can inbox me. Um I
Now,
do you
I
can
I will say this as a person that has used all of her stuff. Um, I recommend that you get a body scrub and body butter to match. The reason being is that if you shower, let me change that. I don't want to say if you shower. I hope you
Oh my
shower.
god.
Um, when you shower, let's
Yeah.
change the terminology. Bless him. Okay, so when you shower, make sure you wash first, use the body scrub afterwards, and when you get out, use the body butter. I promise you, it does make a difference in your skin. Okay. So me, I don't have severely dry skin. I'm oily. I wake up face glistening. Okay. So you have to also know your skin type too. Okay. But I'm like that kind of like everywhere. The only part where I have like a little bit of dryness might be my back or whatever. But I recommend that you shower first, body scrub in the shower, and when you get out, you use her body butter. So I would suggest you get the combination of the body butter and the matching body scrub to match. Um, and it actually really, really does the skin wonders. Why the body butter exfoliates you, removes all that little dead stuff off that you think you're getting off when you shower and you don't. And then your body butters will re put in what you took out in the shower, but also make the skin more succulent to look at. All right. So, and then you could go to bed smelling all good, right? Okay. So yeah, that is my recommendation.
And if you want a body butter to match, and it's not, I mean, a body scrub to match, and it's not on the website, what you can do is leave a note, and I will make it, and I will send you your price. And I'll add it to the website so that you can order it that way. Because like I said, I make my scrubs to order. So
I do not know how much she is selling her sets for. So for those of you that are currently in my inbox, the set she would have to give you a pricing. She is here on the screen. There you go. You can ask her. Okay.
so if you're getting and yes, we are doing Mother's Day packages, Troy. If you want a set with a butter and a scrub, they are running now, right now, for 45. Normally they're 50, 55. Today they'll be 45. And yeah, like I said, you can tell me what scent you would like, and we can go from there. Um, and like I said, they are also kid friendly because I got into this because of my grandchildren. I do have some people that purchase for their children. I can make them fragrance free. I do oatmeal scrubs. I do oatmeal butters. It's up to you on what you need if you're getting it for your children. So you can inbox me. You can go to my website. You can inbox Coco as you're doing, because I don't know if y'all scared of me or not. I'm really down to earth, really friendly, but y'all don't never inbox me. So y'all can inbox Coco and go from there. So I just wanted to show y'all a few of my products. Um, I do also have edible lube, um, and some of it I do infuse if you want it infused. Um, yeah, you would just have to let me know. And the lubes are very popular also, just a FYI. Like I said, all of my products are natural. So, Coco, what are you doing over there?
Looking at everything that's coming through my phone.
Okay.
Um, yeah. So some of this stuff that you guys just sent me, we'll talk about on the next show. We're not doing um the inboxes today because some of y'all stuff has been a little deep this morning. And so yeah, I'm not doing that to myself right now.
Okay.
So we will talk about that and discuss it on our show on Monday. So we will make sure that we set a time for you guys' stuff. Yeah.
Yes, I am off on Monday, so we can do a show on Monday. Um, but if y'all have more questions about the body butters or the massage oils or I do also make a CBD oil. Um, you would have to tell me how many milligrams you want. This one is 300 milligrams. I did not hurt y'all. Coco's is probably about 1,500 milligrams. Um, yes. So this is 300 milligrams, and this is a strawberry flavor. Um, if y'all know about CBD oil helps with a lot of afflictions. It does relax you. It's really good with pain.
Mine is
Um,
potent, y'all. So
huh?
I was letting the Saints know mine is quite potent. So
Yes, hers is very potent. I did not do that to the Saints because I made this for a vending event, and a lot of people do not is not knowledgeable about CBD oil. So I made it for the vending event, and I actually blessed some people, and they love it. They use it, and they use it with the massage oil. They love it, love it, love it. So yes, hmm this is really good. Do your research on CBD oil. And CBD oil works so well because we have a cannabidiol system in our body.
yeah.
So it's fine. It's looking to find what's wrong, and it is trying to correct it. So,
And on top of that, you guys, you have to understand CBD has a lot of medical benefits and
yes.
benefits behind it. So as she stated, do your research, okay? Because we like to smile,
And
Troy.
we're happy.
Yeah, and so beautiful because our mamas made it that way. And so you know, my thing is research it because for me, I have different health issues, health conditions. Those health conditions can be undone if you use it long enough. I have been using CBD for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
So after all of my surgeries, my tolerance level and my milligrams had to become higher. So you guys may not, some of you can't even touch 1500. Some of y'all can't go over 100 milligrams. So it
Mm-hmm.
just really depends on your body. You would have to try it. And I would always say start out at the lowest milligram possible. So like her 75 or 100, that's what you would probably need to start at, and then kind of go up as you begin to see how your body feels and what works and what don't.
And I would some of it is infused. Coco's, I want to say, is infused.
Yeah,
If
mine's confused.
you have never used it, I don't recommend that you infuse it. I recommend that you get it straight. You heard I'm about to get married? Well, I'm speaking those things that be not as though they were. I believe that's going to happen soon.
Yeah.
Um so okay. Back to the product.
Go ahead and prophesy.
We're not playing with Coco or Troy right now. Um so back to the product. If you have never used it, I don't recommend that you infuse it, okay? Um
Oh yeah.
and y'all can inbox me because there are other things that I do infuse. And if you're in the area, I can deliver it to you.
Yeah.
Um, you don't
I
need.
would. I'm with her on that. If I were you and you don't do infusing, stick to CBD.
Yes.
CBD and the infused version of something totally different. So I have to let you know that. All right. Yeah, I would not recommend that for you because again, I have 1500 milligrams of CBD plus infusion.
Hmm.
So yeah, totally different ball game, and it's something that you probably ain't ready for.
No,
So
you ain't.
I will tell you that it does work because if you have a bunch of inflammation, anything pain wise, it'll knock it right out.
Hmm.
So just period, you won't even feel it. But it does help the joints. It does a lot. So
Yes, it does.
it does a lot. And CBD could also be done as a tea. It can be done as a coffee. We used to have the coffee. Well, yeah, we had no coffee a long time, but we used to do it. You can do it as a tea. You can do it as a coffee. You can put CBD in pretty much everything.
Well, once again, you can ask me. I'm actually going to put the stuff back on the website and just word it differently. I took a lot of it off of my website because Facebook, yeah, Facebook. So, with that being said, being that they do a lot, I'm going to word it a little differently. So, anything that you may want infused, I can infuse. You just need to let me know.
Yeah, we do butters, we do cakes, we do all of that wonderful stuff. So just know,
Coco, do your brother in law get on your nerves?
currently no. As you noticed, my term currently
Currently.
no.
So, Coco, you can check and see if anyone else has inboxed you concerning any questions regarding the products. If not,
Well, the only question that's up here concerning what you do, would you ever have a class to show people how to do it?
sure, if I get
And
enough people.
and could you do it virtually?
Yes, I can. Hey, Dad, how you doing?
Hey,
Um,
long time no see, sir.
I can if I get enough people. I can advertise that class, and I promise you, it's really, really not hard. Um, you just you just have to have a passion for it and have the time to do it.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do, y'all, because her schedule is about to get really booked up and tight. If y'all want this class, we're gonna put it on the flyer. I'm gonna post it up. Virtually it's gonna be $10 a head. We're gonna post up everything that you need for the class. So you can watch virtually, but you need to be doing it while you're watching it. So you can show her the consistency of whatever you're gonna make that day. Um, I don't know what we're gonna have her do, if it'll be a body butter or oil or both. So
Well,
that
see,
y'all know.
you have to have the infuser for the oil. So because all of my oils go through the infuser so that it can be consistent.
But if you guys don't have an infuser, you can infuse it yourself, but it has to be slowly infused or you will burn the oil on the stove. So it can be done,
It can be done. I don't do it.
but she does not do hers that way. If you do not have an infuser, it would have to be slow heat. Your herbs or whatever you're infusing it with has to be put in a cheesecloth and put inside your oil.
And
Okay.
it takes way too long.
So that's the process for that.
Yeah, it
But
takes
so
way too long.
she'll probably do a body butter. Okay, it's easier to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll post a flyer for it, so we could do that sometime this month. Um, yeah,
And the only thing I recommend is that you have a stand-up mixer or some type of mixer, because the stand-up mixer, it goes so much better than the hand mixer, because then you ain't got to worry about doing it yourself. So, but if you have a hand mixer, you can
it'll
hold
still
it
work.
in.
It'll still
It
work.
does work. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But we're gonna put the list of products that you're gonna need on the flyer so you can get them first.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll have time. We'll get the flyer put out this week and make the class for the end of the month. Okay, so that means you got 3 weeks to get your product. If you go on Amazon and you got Afterpay, daggone it, Afterpay it. Okay, so don't say that you can't get the products because you can. Don't cost that much. All right.
And you will have to go to my website to register for the class. So once we put the flyer out, we'll tell you how to register for the class.
So we're gonna get the flyer made. It'll be out by next week. Okay. Next week is a couple days, so it's gonna be out. Now, so for those y'all that ask, don't ask me no more when you see the flyer come out. Yeah. Now. And don't ask and then don't sign up. Because that irks my nerve.
Coco,
You know.
Coco, bring it back.
Okay. I'm finna go. That's what we finna do. I'm finna go. I love y'all. Because my day is getting ready to start in like 2 hours. By the start of my day where I got to work for the next 8 hours. So I love y'all. We love y'all. And we're gonna put the stuff out. Please sign up for the class. Okay. If you ask for it, sign up for it. All right. Other than that, I ain't got nothing else.
I have nothing else either. Once again, we will be doing our virtual conferences. Mine's is October 26th. That save the date flyer will be out.
Yeah,
I
and
have
hers is
some.
not. It's going to be virtual and in person.
Mhm.
So just so you guys know, it'll be virtual
And in
and
person.
in
Sorry.
person.
Um, so that save the date flyer will be out very soon. So y'all make sure y'all are writing October 26th on your calendar. I have some dynamic speakers that are going to be there. Y'all already know a couple of them. Coco is one of them. Y'all know my spiritual mom, Dr. K. She is another one. She will be coming in to Virginia, so y'all don't want to miss. And we had a couple other ones up here recently. So I don't want to spill the beans on that, but y'all see it when the flyer comes out.
Right.
So I am so excited about that. Um, so we will do it to where we are going to have the event on probably a Friday night, and then Saturday we will have a girls' day and go out and just pamper ourselves or go to dinner or something so that we can just share.
You know what? This is my thought. my thought is to have the thing Friday night, Saturday, um, have like a brunch.
That's
So
fine.
go somewhere that does breakfast and lunch.
Mm-hmm. That
Uh,
sounds great.
yeah. That
We
way,
can.
for the folks that are traveling, we can go early enough that they still got time to rest up before they get back on the road,
Mm-hmm.
and all that good stuff.
That sounds awesome. So I will check into that, um, and
All
go
right,
from there.
Troy.
Troy, we will talk to you later.
Yeah, so that's go. We're gonna put all the stuff out on the flyer, y'all. Y'all will see it. So,
And
she got to look at her area because I don't remember what's there as far as places to eat. Um, I've only really been to two places in her area anyway, where we ate at, and I don't need that neither one of them do brunch because they do lunch and dinner. But
yeah, I'll talk to Minister Tiff because she'll know of a place. So we'll go from there. We'll get it together, guys. For those of you that are in the area or those of you that want to travel and come down, let me know. I can block off a hotel.
then
Um,
we can set. Well, we'll put that up anyway, just so
mm,
y'all will have it because we don't know what everybody's budget will be, but we
right.
black it off early enough. The only peak time in October will be Halloween time, and we're doing it before that.
Hmm.
So yeah,
All right. So y'all have a good day. I promise y'all my headache is gone. So I'm feeling a lot better. I ain't had no voice when I started either. So look at God. God is good. Yes, yes. Y'all get my no more pain massage oil because I really just rubbed it on my head while I was up here. And it does work. So I will chat with y'all later. Have a good day. Be productive on purpose.
yep. Live every day on purpose and make it count, y'all.
Walk in your destiny.